In this video, I go from closing my doors like this to this. What's up everybody? My name is Aya, welcome back to Wrench at Home. Today I'm working on my 1980 GMC Squarebody step-side truck again. I have a short and sweet episode for you. A common problem with these older trucks is that the doors won't shut properly unless you Hulk smash them closed. Most of the time the reason this happens has something to do with the door striker bolts. They have, or had, plastic bushings on them, but they're often worn out or even missing completely. There's a quite simple and cheap fix for this. What a lot of people do is they mimic the stock bushing by using electrical tape, half-inch PEX tubing or plastic PVC pipe. As you can see, that is exactly what I tried as well. I start with removing the old tape and tubing from my striker bolts. This step is not really necessary because I'm removing these bolts anyway. But this way you can see how I previously fixed the issue. This solution was working fine until I replaced the weather seals in my doors. Because of the new stiffer rubber, shutting the doors has become quite the pain again, so I decided to just replace the striker bolts with brand new ones. I feel like I don't need to say this, but before you try it yourself, make sure your door is aligned properly and is not sagging because of worn out or misaligned hinges. I got my replacement striker bolts from LMC Truck, and they come with fresh factory-style bushings already installed.
Ja, dus ik zeg maar die twee maten, zeg maar, die hierin zitten.
The striker bolts are screwed into a backing plate that's behind the sheet metal of your door frame. Using a Torx or hex driver, this can differ based on the manufacturer of your bolts, I remove the old bolts, starting on the driver's side. Here you can clearly see the backing plate. The new bolts don't come with new plates, so we need to reuse these. The old bolt has left its mark on the paint, which makes it easier to get the new bolt in the correct position. Before I put the new bolt in, I apply a small dab of copper grease so I can easily remove the bolt in the future if I need to. Then I screw in the new bolt while aligning it with the paint marks. I did not include the stack of washers that were on the old bolt, so before I smack my door closed, I check if the door lock aligns with the striker bolt properly. Which it does not. So, back out the bolt goes and on go the washers. I don't like the look of the old washers with the shiny new bolts, but I might replace them later. There, that looks much better. I tighten the bolt so it won't move when I shut the door, and I make sure the door aligns properly with the body of the truck. Now let's try it out.
Ja.
Before I continue with the passenger side door, a short reminder. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and maybe even consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more of my videos. Nicholas, I just know you're watching this. You do me a huge favor. Thank you, and on with the video. Because the bolt on the passenger side has been partially stripped, I use a hammer to knock a hex key in. After applying force in the correct direction, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, the bolt luckily comes right out. Here you can clearly see the difference between the old driver's and passenger side bolts. About time somebody replaced them. After another dab of copper grease, the new bolt can go in with washers and all.
Testen.
Unfortunately, this side was no improvement over the old striker bolt. I tried to move the bolt outwards a little bit to see if that made any difference, but it didn't. I suspect my weather seals on the passenger side still need some time adjusting to their new home. Only time will tell. That's it for now. If you liked today's video, please leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Thank you for watching, and like we say in Friesland, ontjen!